Focus and Mastery with Crazy Tooth Studio.
Oh gosh, well, I've definitely been drawing my whole life. My parents kept just about everything we made. So I know there's some small little smiley faces that I began to add bunny ears onto at a very young age. And I feel like maybe that was the first thing I drew besides scribbles. When I was a kid and I would draw in elementary school, kids started asking me to draw things for them, and they would pay me with like a 6-pack of soda or candy bars. And I remember this one girl in particular really wanted me to draw her as a poodle in like 4th grade, and she gave me cans of 7-Up soda pop, and she smuggled them into class in her winter boots. So that's probably the first thing I got paid to draw. If I have a nightmare, it's usually some sort of stress nightmare. And so there's a lot of classic ones that I definitely have, like you're back in grade school or high school and you forgot that there's a test and then you're panicked. But I definitely have sort of a general apocalyptic nightmares where it's like, the world is crumbling. So that's a common theme. Oh man, well that changes a lot because it's fun to, especially with Instagram and stuff like that these days. You can track so many artists. There's this guy named Alexis Diaz that is just incredible. He does these really fine, detailed murals and graphic art. It's kind of cliche, but someone who's used graphic imagery in just some of the most interesting ways is Banksy. I mean, how could you not appreciate that? And then there's other genres like Alex Ross is a comic book artist, does a lot of really elaborate paintings of superheroes that are just beautiful. Even, it's something as silly as Iron Man, but it's just incredible. Doing art for games is really interesting, especially the types of stuff we do. Not only do you get to do something different every time, you look across all of our games, you get to work on stuff that's just wildly different from title to title, but also the fact that in how many different ways it has to function, not just as entertainment value or something silly or something cool or something epic, but also when you're dealing with like winning symbols and big win sequences and making the player, really experience those wins. It's just fun to kind of come up with how do you make something look cool, but then also function as a wager-based gaming experience is just a really fun design problem on top of it all. And so I'd say that's kind of the most unique aspect of it. Oh man, it's hard not to be excited about what we're currently working on and what is sort of in the hopper right now. But we've got 3 games coming up that I'm very excited about. One in particular is called Three Devils Pinball. And what makes that one cool is that it has this sort of carnival devil cartoon theme to it, but it's also a pinball machine theme, and it's also a slot game. So just the layers of theme that all kind of come together for a really cool experience.
This has been Focus and Mastery.